Right, good day, my fellow degenerates. Taking a look at ETH USDT here. A little bit. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at ETH, the USD pair, and the Bitcoin cross. Okay, so we've just had a nice daily bullish close here. Okay. All right, so let's just cover this little bit of price action. We're heading into price discovery here. I think we're going to reach into the 24 to 2500 region within the next week to 2 weeks. I'm going to explain exactly why. I'll show you the levels that should be holding as support, okay, and what levels would need to flip for us to flip the trend. I don't think the trend's flipping anytime soon. I think that's extremely obvious, but let's just look at a few places that we can compound positions and look for some intraday scalps as well. So here we have some daily sweeps, okay, and daily breaks in structure. Okay, so we have a daily sweep, a daily broken base, a daily sweep, a daily broken base. Now we also have this daily bullish base that broke the structure right here, so this is important. If we're going to be looking for a reaction, ideally it would be at this broken base here or this daily bullish base. Now if we go onto the hourly time frame, we can see this all just a bit clearer. Yep, so we have this this daily swing that was swept just here. Okay, and then here is this hourly broken base. Ran straight into it, literally to the dollar. Okay, and then we formed another broken base here. Right at the top of this broken base is also pretty much the peak of the daily bullish base. So if we do reach down into this area and form some kind of double confirmation, which would look something like this, then we can look to long that reaction. I'm not sure if we will get that deep. I think I would be surprised if we get down that far. But I do think we're going to retest this daily broken base. Okay, so if we go down onto the 15-minute time frame, we can see that we are setting up for an obvious move or an obvious retrace down into that previous resistance that's turned support. Notice, take note of these equal lows that we have right here. So there's going to be a lot of liquidity resting below there. I think the most ideal thing for us to do now is retrace from where we are and head below those lows, where we will then see reaccumulation either at the previous resistance zone support or at this daily bullish base that I pointed out earlier. So I'm not looking to short this market. Okay, I just don't feel comfortable doing that, just because the trend is so bullish. Of course, we can continue up here without a retrace, although I don't really have an entry here to be getting long on a scalp or anything. So I do think we hit this level and retrace down. However, there is the possibility that we are just going to continue to move up, like on the upside. So if I see a break in this resistance here, and then a double confirmation, something like this, like that, then I will look to scalp long. Okay, but for now, I think the most ideal situation would be a retrace below these lows. Now I called a retrace a few times now, and we just don't seem to ever get them. So just keeping that in mind, being ready for a breakout of resistance and then a long in the lower time frames would be the smart thing to do. Now taking a look at ETH BTC. All right, I'm going to remove the shortings here. So I'll start off on the weekly. I don't think I've covered this in a video format yet, so why not do it now? We have all of these equal lows right here that were swept. Okay, and then we have this bullish base here that broke structure to the upside, which is nothing on its own. Well, it isn't a setup on its own. For my strategy anyway, you can see we broke structure here. Now, as we return to the bullish base that broke structure, we then formed a broken base. Okay, and still personally, this wasn't enough confirmation for me to enter a trade, so I did it. Okay. We also have this bullish monthly base as well. Okay. So just to recap, we had the move below the equal lows. Then we saw some kind of accumulation here, and then the confirmation of the accumulation was this up move forming a broken base. And then on top of that, we formed a monthly base or monthly support right there. And then we then formed another confirmation on top of that, being this broken base here. Okay, so this is the high that was responsible for sweeping this low. Once we break above that, then that confirms a break in microstructure. So now if we zoom in a little bit, you can see we've just tapped into this daily bullish base here. Okay, but we didn't quite reach in and do a full retest of this broken base here. So there is the possibility that we can make one more low before continuing up, but I don't think that is likely. Okay. Let's fix that up. So if we go onto the hourly here, you can see that we did have another confirmation as we hit the daily bullish base as well. So there's even more confirmation as we move up, even more signs of accumulation. Okay. Now, I'm not keen on compounding my position again. I did get in already around 0.038, so I'm not too keen on adding more until I see even more confirmation. So this is what I'll be looking for. We have a sweep of a key level here and of that key low. I think I'm better off marking that out instead. So we swept the level. What was responsible for sweeping the level? This high right here, okay? That was a swing that was responsible for the sweep. So if this was manipulation and we are indeed accumulating below these lows, you would like to see the confirmation of a broken base right here. So if we get that, then I will look to compound. All right. Now, just because we get the close down here or up here doesn't mean that we won't retrace back into this bullish broken base. And of course, there is also the chance that we then take out this low as well and reach into the daily broken base that I pointed out earlier. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we formed a low here. It's lining up with ETH moving up as well, so I'm happy to take a long once we break above and start closing above this high here. Now, the first trouble area, the first area I'll look to actually take some more profit off of the position by converting back into Bitcoin will be once we reach into this bearish broken base right here. So this was the low that was responsible for this sweep, meaning this broken base was responsible for this whole move down. So the first inside range objective would be this bearish broken base. So that's what I'm going to be looking at here. So once we get the close above, I'll look to long into this area. I'll cut some of my position here, and if we do start to break down, I'll just convert all of it back into Bitcoin, but I do think we continue up. Now, we didn't actually look at long-term targets. If we take a look at the weekly here, you can see this massive liquid move. You know, I think this is all going to get filled. If this works out, if this conversion works out, it'll just be one of the most insane trades. Like being able to ride Bitcoin and ETH the whole way up and then trade this conversion would be quite nice. Yeah. So if we do get the move up, I think the next destination will be just sweeping this high. Okay, obviously taking some profits here and along the way. But overall, I think we're headed to about 0.09, and once we reach there, then we can get a steeper pullback. Right, no worries, guys. So that's ETH. Looking for lower time frame entries, thinking that we get a sweep below the hourly swings that I pointed out earlier. Okay, down below here. Then once we get that, we look to get long again. And then ETH BTC looking to convert a little bit more of my Bitcoin over to Ethereum shortly. No worries. Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you leave a like, retweet, comment. The strategy will be released in the next few days. So if that interests you, make sure you purchase it. If you have any questions, make sure to let me know. If you don't want to buy it, that's fine. I'm going to be here making free content for you all, posting a bunch of stuff, helping you all out. I enjoy doing it, so it's no worries at all. All right, guys. Bye.